Hi Leo, let's get straight into it and see what's coming up for Leo in terms of career, creative pursuits and business. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, absolutely beautiful Leo. Something is going on an upward cycle. Networking, relationships, ideas, inspiration, the business. This is about fortune. This is about luck. This is about opportunistic people, events, places, circumstances coming into your path over the next couple months to bring you fortune because, hey, you deserve it. You've worked hard. You've put in the hard work. It's time to see the physical rewards. For some, it's a cycle of completion and you're entering a new cycle. Now, for some, this could be a new job altogether, a new career path altogether, or you're entering an upward cycle over the next couple of months where there's lots of harmony, there's lots of income, there's abundance, there's stability, there's security that's coming in. Anything that you consider fortuitous, Leo, is coming to fruition here for you within the next couple of months. So new cycles end. New cycles begin, old cycles end, and round we go. So for some, I feel like something about a lucky draw even. Now, I feel like you're going to receive some news or you'll be assigned some task, or this could be in the business. You just happen to come across someone or something that will be very, very lucrative for you. And you might not see it then and there, and you might not even consider it to be auspicious for any reason, but it's actually going to prove quite beneficial for you here because the Wheel of Fortune is something that's sent from above. This is fate, this is destiny, serendipity, maybe even chance, but this is something that is being put in your path for a reason. So maybe you need to pay attention to what's happening around you here. For others, I feel like there's an increase in pay coming forwards. You could be discussing pays, you could be on a salary here, but there's definitely an increase because the Wheel of Fortune brings abundance, prosperity, and just that, fortune. So this is very, very exciting. Okay, the Page of Wands, this is a message of movement, travel, relocation, and something to do with your passions here. The Page of Wands is very, very passionate about his goals, about his dreams, wishes, and interests, and he pursues them without anyone else interfering. So even if there's people that have their opinions, and even if there's legalities or lack of resources, the Page of Wands still makes it happen. Somehow or some way he finds a method. There's a method to his madness, so to speak, with the Page of Wands. So this is quite intense here. For some, I feel like you're moving to a career or to a job that's more closely aligned with your passion. And for those that are not looking for any new types of work, I feel like you're going to have a more harmonious relationship with your current role, with the people you work with. And this is really positive. I feel like you're finding your passion again. It's almost like you're finding your mojo. So maybe the break may throw you off a little bit, but for the most part, you're coming back and you've got a surge of energy and drive and motivation, and you're going to see this through. For others, there could be relocation of some kind. So maybe ending a training cycle and starting a new beginning all out on your own, taking initiative. The Page of Wands is autonomous. He is a messenger. He is a traveler. So for some, you may be getting roles or may fall into roles that entail you to be a messenger, a journeyer, a traveler, a floater of some kind here. Okay, Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a time of rest, withdrawal, renewal. It's waking up from a slumber. So for some of you, I feel like you've had a deep slumber. You've been inactive in your career. There hasn't been passion. You've just felt really robotic, and it's time to wake up and use that drive, that hunger, or whatever else you had envisioned for yourself, Leo, because this is an auspicious cycle you're entering into, and it's going to evoke a lot of passion within you. Now, for some, I feel like there's an emphasis placed on assessment or reassessing something at work. It's a time to withdraw and think about your current circumstances here. For some, there's the notion of taking time off, which many do over this Christmas period, over the holidays. But I feel with the Four of Swords, that there could be some sort of emphasis placed on research or historical sites, history, theology. For some, the metaphysical, so spirituality, tarot, the esoteric arts in some capacity here. For others, it could be like meditation and yoga. There's something quite deep and meaningful coming to you, Leo, and I feel like you're going to venture into this career-wise because A, you're passionate about it, and B, it's calling you. And if the opportunity's there and something resonates, something clicks, then why not pursue it? Could also be an air sign around you, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. If you've been in a business relationship with an air sign maybe, and you feel like they haven't done their part, I feel like they're going to be waking up from this slumber because it's almost like you'll coax them into action again, which is good. This is improvement because it's a very big contrast here from the Four of Swords to the Page of Wands. They're very, very different people that have very different attitudes and opinions and outlooks and motivation techniques. They're very two contrasting energies here. So for some, you might resonate with the Page of Wands more so than the Four of Swords, but for others, I feel like it could even be a period of rest because of the business. You might be closing the business because there's a cycle here. So for some, there could be a cycle of rest, withdrawal. Maybe you're trying to look over the analytics of the company, try to synthesize performance data or business strategy or development of business or something like this. It might be quite prominent for you over the next couple of months. For some, there could also be travel involved, very much so, for work purposes, which could actually turn out to be a stable opportunity. Okay, the Ten of Swords, new beginnings, new starts, something is definitely ending here, Leo. There's new lands on the horizon. Something, the darkness is lifting, something is dawning on you. It's all making sense. There's a new beginning on the horizon. You feel it, Leo. You're ready to take that on. And these couple of months could be when you actually decide to do that. For some, it could be an air sign, could also be a fire sign. If you have been involved with this sign in business or in career in some capacity in your professional life, I feel like there could be an ending. There's ties that are broken maybe. Or ties that are dissolving here. Because we see this tomb effigy here, but then we also see this person, what looks like he's heavily injured here, and he's surpassed a certain stage of his life here. So I feel like ties are being broken for some of you, Leo. For some, I feel like it's someone that's been in a slumber. You're trying to wake them up. If you can't, it's not your fault, Leo. Motivation stems from within. Yes, you can be as supportive and encouraging as you want to be, but at the end of the day, if there's no initiative from that person, then sometimes we just can't move forward with them. Now, this can be the case for some of you because I feel like there's relationship or networking ties that are actually dissolving. But I feel like it's going to open you up to new opportunity because the sun is here. So there's obviously a new dawn. There's a reason why the ties are ending because a new cycle lies ahead. So some of you may be leaving a business partnership or breaking ties with a company or something like this. I feel like you're ending something and you're very adamant that you want this to end here, Leo. So, if it calls for it and there's something else out there for you, then by all means chase it. It could possibly be a betrayal with the Ten of Swords too. It doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign, but it could be someone that's sort of done something behind your back. And you may find this out, whether it's they haven't done their part of work, maybe they've been a little bit competitive, maybe they've been a little bit insincere, so something like this could be coming up for some of you. But I think there's a lot of change coming, but change for the better, especially mentally because of the swords. So mentally you're more focused if you haven't been, or mentally you're less focused if you've been too focused and no one's really appreciated or acknowledged that. So it can go either way, but I feel there is change here. The darkness is lifting, a new dawn is on the horizon, new lands and new ventures. So for some of you, there is major changes coming up in career. But look, I will leave it at that, Leos. Thank you so much for watching.